Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos reveals if she found love. Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos kicked off her journey to find love again on Wednesday night. She has a pretty amazing group of men trying to win her over. Ahead of the premiere, Joan spoke with the media and revealed if she found love. What did she have to say? Keep reading to find out more. Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos reveals if she finds love on the show. Everyone has been anticipating Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos season to kick off. Now that it has begun, there are already fan favorites quickly forming. US Weekly caught up with Joan to ask her about her season and if she found love. Joan had a lot to say about that. She first said, "I've only been in love with one person, more than one now." She went on to say that her journey ended just the way it was supposed to. Joan said, "The journey ended exactly like it should. I feel like I found a lot of love, and there's all different kinds of love. I feel like every one of these men are gonna be in my life forever. We shared really, really intimate things about our lives, and we are bonded. So I think I found a lot of love actually this season." So she isn't quite giving anything solid away, but it seems like Joan is happy with the way things played out. Her thoughts on the men on her season. Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos also dished on what she thought about the men she will be dating after meeting them on night one. According to Joan, she could have easily given out 10 first impression roses on that first night. She continued to say, "You go into this not knowing if you're gonna have a connection with anybody. And there were several guys that I felt like when they stepped out of the limo, and I had a little conversation with them, and when they walked away, I thought, oh, this could work, I'm feeling good." Joan revealed once again that she is not necessarily looking for an engagement. Instead, she really just wants to find someone who wants to be in a committed relationship with her outside the Bachelor bubble. More than anything, she wants to leave the show better off than she was when she first entered the mansion. Joan Vassos, one of the standout contestants on The Golden Bachelor, recently opened up about her journey on the show and the question that's been on everyone's mind: did she find love? From the moment Joan stepped out of the limo, she captured the attention of both the audience and Jerry Turner, the show's first ever senior bachelor. At 60 years old, Joan was a breath of fresh air. Her elegance, warmth, and undeniable sense of humor made her an instant fan favorite. But behind that bright smile and poised demeanor was a woman who had faced her share of heartache and challenges, yet still held on to hope for a second chance at love. A glimpse into Joan's story. Joan, a widow, had spent much of her adult life devoted to her family. She raised 4 children, now adults, and had been a pillar of strength for her loved ones after the tragic loss of her husband several years ago. "I loved my husband deeply," Joan shared in one of her early confessional interviews. "But life goes on, and I know he would want me to be happy. It's time for me to find happiness again." With her children's encouragement, Joan took the bold step to join the Golden Bachelor, looking for something she thought she might never find again: love. The show offered her an opportunity not just to date, but to experience romance in a setting that allowed her to connect with someone who understood the unique challenges of falling in love later in life. The spark with Jerry. From the very first night, it was clear that Joan and Jerry had something special. As they sat together on the couch, sipping champagne and exchanging stories of their pasts, there was an immediate connection. "Joan is someone who lights up a room," Jerry said early on in the season. "She's been through a lot, and I admire her strength. She's someone who knows what she wants, and she's not afraid to go after it." Throughout the show, Joan and Jerry's connection only grew stronger. Whether they were sharing a quiet moment during a one-on-one date or laughing together at a group activity, it was clear that there was genuine chemistry between them. Joan wasn't afraid to be vulnerable, opening up to Jerry about her past and her hopes for the future. "I came here to find love," Joan said during one of their intimate conversations. But more than that, I came here to rediscover myself. It's been so long since I've allowed myself to be open to the possibility of loving someone again. Challenges along the way. Despite the strong connection between Joan and Jerry, the road to love wasn't always smooth. With a house full of vibrant and confident women, Joan faced the same challenges as any other contestant on a dating show: jealousy, competition, and the pressure to stand out. But Joan handled the situation with grace. She focused on her own journey and the connection she was building with Jerry, rather than getting caught up in the drama. "I'm not here to compete with anyone," Joan said in one of her interviews. "I'm here to be myself. If it's meant to be, it will be." There was a moment, however, when Joan considered leaving the show. During an emotional episode, she revealed that one of her children was going through a difficult time and needed her support. It was a heartbreaking decision for Joan, torn between her responsibilities as a mother and her own personal journey for love. But in a surprising turn, she chose to stay, with the full support of her family. "I realized that this is my time," Joan said. "My children are strong, and they encouraged me to follow my heart. I deserve to be happy." The final rose ceremony. As the season neared its end, the question on everyone's mind was whether Joan would make it to the final rose ceremony. Jerry had a deep connection with several women, but his bond with Joan stood out. She represented everything he was looking for in a partner: someone who had lived a full life, experienced both joy and sorrow, and still believed in the power of love. In the penultimate episode, Jerry and Joan shared a magical final date. They spent the day sailing on a serene lake, enjoying the peaceful beauty of nature while reflecting on their journey together. As the sun set, they exchanged heartfelt words, with Jerry confessing that he had developed strong feelings for Joan. "I can see a future with you," Jerry told her. "You've brought so much light into my life." Joan, with tears in her eyes, responded, "I never thought I'd feel this way again, but you've shown me that it's possible. You've given me hope." As the final rose ceremony approached, the tension was palpable. Joan stood among the final three women, each hoping to hear Jerry call their name. In that moment, she was filled with both excitement and nerves. She had allowed herself to be vulnerable, to open her heart again, and now it was time to see if Jerry felt the same. Did Joan find love? So, did Joan find love on The Golden Bachelor? While she didn't walk away with Jerry's final rose, Joan revealed in a recent interview that the experience was transformative for her. "I may not have found love in the way I expected," Joan said with a smile. "But I found something even more valuable. I found myself again. Being on The Golden Bachelor reminded me of my worth, my strength, and my capacity to love. I met amazing women, shared incredible experiences, and realized that it's never too late to open your heart." As for her future, Joan remains optimistic. She hinted that while her journey with Jerry may have ended, she's open to the possibility of finding love off-screen. "Life is full of surprises," she said. "And who knows what's around the corner? I'm ready for whatever comes next." Joan's journey on The Golden Bachelor may not have ended with a proposal, but it was undoubtedly a success in her eyes. She proved that love has no age limit, and that sometimes the most important relationship you can find is the one you have with yourself.